Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. How are you? Greetings, and all that.
Oh, cartons, and they were like, "Take what you want." Thanks for stopping by. So,
did they cook? Did they cater?
Yeah, they cooked. So pot roast, ham, green bean casserole, corn, macaroni salad, deviled eggs, various pies.
I guess the cooking gives you something to do, but I just cater holidays. Like I don't care. No, who wants to cook?
My little sister got like a honey baked ham, same thing. So she did a little smaller, but yeah.
I did no Easter things whatsoever yesterday.
I brought you deviled eggs today.
I wouldn't say that's an Easter thing, though.
When else are you eating deviled eggs?
I don't know.
I love deviled eggs. I'll eat them anytime you give them to me.
I feel like Easter is pretty much deviled eggs.
I mean,
hard-boiled eggs.
They're a dish that you have that day, but I eat them more than that just then.
When else? Like at a picnic?
I'll make them myself sometimes.
Yeah, you make them yourself.
Like, I
really?
just want them,
And then I would eat all of them. That's why I'm like, I'm going to stay away from making a dozen deviled eggs.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I thought they were called doubled eggs, and no one in my family thought to correct me.
Oh.
So
now you know how it feels.
As old... Right. I was my family's Poundcake for many, many years. Except, again, I was not a college graduate. Nevertheless, I was in high school.
You always like to throw that in his face, but it's not it doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter?
Graduating from college doesn't make you a smart person.
Oh, but you've paid a lot of money to increase your intelligence. Ostensibly,
I
right?
did. Doesn't mean...
We also don't know what he was like before college.
Yeah.
Well, he's told us.
But we don't know.
But it's not to say, first of all...
It could be much better.
But first of all, to say that it's irrelevant that he went to college, that's not at all. That's dismissing everyone who has a bachelor's degree or further education.
Exactly that.
You didn't do anything. You didn't want to go to high school or college.
Right, and that's why I'm dismissing it. And none of it means anything to me.
Oh, to you. Well,
right.
Okay, to you, I understand.
And if it doesn't mean anything to me, it shouldn't mean anything to anyone else.
To a lot of people, it does mean some things. Again, listen.
Employers.
I have 2 useless degrees from a prestigious university, and look what I'm doing for a living.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't mean anything, but you might have noticed I have a better grasp on a lot of the communication fundamentals than young Poundcake does. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but you've been doing it a lot longer, too, though.
Doing what? Speaking English?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
About 20
I have been
years
doing
longer.
that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And there have been so many advances made in the language since he was born. That's right.
And how many words have you learned from Poundcake?
Boy,
As someone that has such a grasp of the English language, you've learned not just the ones that he's made up, but lots of slang that he's brought into your life.
Well, yeah, but that comes and goes. I don't necessarily consider that here to stay, but I'll tell you what, you're right. He has created a lot of...
Warbury?
Well, yeah, I don't want to go over the whole thing again, but, the Poundcake glossary...
As he grabs the list.
Is in... Well, there's so many words that have been murdered that I do need to write them down just for posterity, but they are... A lot of enjoyment has been brought to this from Poundcake's word use. And on the back, I really need to type these up. Some of Mary's words of wisdom are on there, too. Oh. I like Tom Hanks, and there are a lot of sports. Actually, right now, not.
Yeah.
But, that was...
Not a word of wisdom at the
No,
moment.
not a word of wisdom at all. No,
but Tom
that's
Hanks
right.
did host Saturday Night Live on Saturday.
He did.
Ooh, that was rough.
Yeah, well, listen, what are they going to do?
I
I'm
know.
surprised they did that. They're like, look, we're paying all you people. You might as well do something for us.
Considering what they had to do, like what they could do, I appreciate the effort. It was a lot better than what the NBA is trying to do right now, which is the horse tournament, which is just god-awful.
No, I'm not even paying attention to that. Is this on ESPN or what?
Playing horse.
Yes.
I was like, what are they doing with horses on a basketball court? Like this, is it like
Who's got
water
the bigger
polo?
one?
But like,
That's how they're trying to get people to pay attention to basketball, is they're all riding horses.
that's social
No,
distancing.
they're just trying to see who's got a bigger thing, the horse or the NBA
That's
player.
a hog tournament, not a horse tournament.
I figured it out. Yeah, Tom Hanks, he called himself the celebrity canary in the coal mine for coronavirus, and they had him from his kitchen doing a monologue for Saturday Night Live, as all of the sketches were done
remotely
via remote camera. Yeah.
And me as host, well, for one, I have been the celebrity canary in the coal mine for the coronavirus. And ever since being diagnosed, I have been more like America's dad than ever before, since no one wants to be around me very long, and I make people uncomfortable. Now, I was diagnosed back in March down in Australia. but they use Celsius instead of Fahrenheit when they take your temperature. So when they come in and they say, you're 36, which seemed very bad to me, but it turns out 36 is fine. 38 is bad. So basically, it's how Hollywood treats female actors.
He got a couple of good lines off. Reading some cue cards,
and He did a couple characters as well. I enjoyed his monologue, and there were some sketches in there that were good considering, like the Zoom sketch with the ladies that didn't know how to, like they're doing like an office sketch, and there's older ladies that don't know how to work anything, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And the RGB workout was funny.
Didn't care for that so much, but I liked Middle-Aged Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was funny. A little animated thing, and but I did not, admittedly, didn't finish the entire episode because I'm getting to that point where I'm really just tired of watching people on remote cameras now. Everything has to be because it has to be.
Yeah.
Any production has to be on a remote camera, and I don't, people turn to television for escapism. Even more so now, and I just feel like people don't want to turn on a show, and it looks like the meeting that they had that morning.
Yeah, but there is
in their own office.
Something to be said for new and original content and current content, and I think people do want that still. And there is still an audience.
Yeah, people are hitting the end of Netflix.
Yeah.
If they don't have any other distractions.
Well, even Netflix dropped a new episode of Tiger King, and it was all done remotely.
I watched it, and it was...
Was it worth it?
It's getting dragged. It's just Joel McHale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel McHale. Like there's like a few things in there, but it's not
worth it.
Yeah,
it's not what
I mean, it's 40 minutes, so if you got time right now, so you might as well watch it.
It's not what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like, where are they now? But it was almost just like an interview session. I'm like, because I thought they filmed this like beforehand, and they were like, oh, well, we didn't realize it was going to get this big. Let's drop this now. I didn't realize that they filmed this like last week. I'm like, oh man, they're just trying to suck, every last bit of juice out of this Tiger King documentary. I didn't realize it was like that. I thought they had so much extra footage. They showed none of that.
Yeah, there was zero
Joe
extra
was
footage.
terrified of big cats. He was scared to death of lions and tigers. And in the shots that you see in there where he's in with the two tigers, the white one and the other one, the white one is blind and the other one is on tranquilizers. It's idiotic to think how he's become famous as the Tiger King when he's so terrified of big cats.
I was going to say, you see plenty of footage in Tiger King. He's wrestling around with these tigers. Mm-hmm. Don't look scared to me.
By the way...
You're trying to tell me that Joe Exotic is afraid of one goddamn thing in this world? I refuse to believe it.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
Well, I'll tell you what.
By the way, everyone that they interviewed, no one had one nice thing to say about Joe Exotic.
Well,
That's not true. That's not true. Saf did.
No, she didn't say... She said she didn't want him to die. Sorry. See, he's correcting me.
Oh, Saf is a guy?
She identifies as a man.
She's trans?
Hard!
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. But she was a chick in the show.
No.
They just got it wrong. They talk about that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you lose an arm to a cat, and all of a sudden your whole worldview changes, right? Oh, man.
No, Saf says that Joe did a lot of good things, too.
Yes, but she didn't say that he wasn't an a-hole.
No,
he just
said that he's an a-hole, but also he did a lot of good things that people aren't taking notice of.
I understand that, but
I mean, he cooked a whole Thanksgiving dinner for people every single year with expired meat. I mean, that's so nice.
Really
that's
off the back of a truck,
yes.
Madness is the better part of genius. What can you say?
He said
that guy.
He didn't want to see him die in prison. That's all he said about him being...
But that goes to show how trans people will look at someone and be like, he's not the worst person I've ever been around because people will treat me terrible based on who I am.
He's very transparent.
Yeah.
Okay, let me break here. If you want to join us on the phone, you can. 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007. You can send me a text. 35192. You can watch at alancoxshow.com. Next chance for you to grab yourself $1,000, by the way, is coming up around 2:30.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.